Hey Aries, welcome to Maslow Tarot. I'm here to do your reading for December 2021. We're going to do things a little bit different this time. I'm going to actually pull some letters to see if maybe that would help make this reading resonate for whoever's watching. I do have a deck that I created with Akimama Health, who's amazing. She's actually doing 30 days of healing if you want to check her channel out. We'll pull some oracles, some predictive oracles, and then we'll go into a spread that I found to be quite helpful, I guess, for the month of December. After this, be sure to check out the love reading. I'm actually just going to start doing those as well. Oops, backwards. So yeah, and please like and subscribe if you support this channel. It helps it grow. It helps me find my peoples that resonate with me. And also check the description for other readers who have impacted me on my journey in any way or whatever. Yes. Also on Instagram and Facebook, but I don't really do much over there. Mostly just post meditation videos and whatnot. I have saged the cards and did meditation for a bunch of readings today, so let's see what we find out. All right, for Aries, for December, general reading. Who is this? Who should pay attention to this reading? Please give us some letters, Spirit. Oh, I bring in my guides, my ancestors and guardians, spirit of only the highest vibrations, please, to assist me with this reading for whoever's watching this video and for whoever needs messages. Please remember that energy is fluid, time is not linear, so flip it if you may. Only take what resonates. These are not, it's tarot, it's not in stone. So, got an R so far. I don't know why, but I'm getting Romani. We got N, R, and sorry, I'm going to get my camera fixed to view the cards, but unfortunately at this point you're stuck with me, so, yeah, sorry about that, I broke it. Oh, so that's actually spelling out Ron. Ron, Nora, anything else, Spirit? For Aries, December, any other letters, please? All right, Q, and U. Cora? For Aries, please. Z, just take the top one. Quiz. Zone. For Aries, please. And then we'll stop. That's it. Bottom of the deck, we got a D. On top, we got an S. All right, so if any of those letters, specifically R-O-N, Q-U-Z, resonate, then maybe this reading is especially for you. Put those away. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to start with maybe some things you might have to look forward to in the month of December 2021. We'll get into the oracles, and then we're going to get into the tarot, and then we're going to get into the advice. All right. For Aries people, for December 2021, general reading, please. It could be anything. It could be love, career, finance, family. Not really getting any hits. Just a lot of solar action right now. Support. And there's that yellow for the solar plexus. So you might need to lean on somebody for a little bit more support for December. Realizations and epiphanies, maybe finding a lot of gratitude, arriving, and then more yellow flowers. So maybe yellow flowers are a thing for you. Sunflowers, solar plexus, and self-employment. Maybe you have a talent, or you're realizing that you want to go for something, being a little bit more independent as far as not working for the man. But we have realization, support, and epiphanies so far. realizations and epiphanies. So I think a lot of people, this could actually be with eclipse energy, a lot of people are clearing out what doesn't serve them at this time. So it might be kind of just realizing how much you've been supportive of other people that haven't been supportive for you, realizing that you've been a lot of supportive to other people, realizing that other people have been supportive to you, and maybe you need to be more supportive for them. So reciprocal energy as far as support, realizing what's truly important. Maybe it isn't love, maybe it isn't career, maybe it's actually just friendship. Whoa. All right, Aries. All right. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Beautiful red energy here. I love that. It looks like hot lava in the middle. Maybe it has to do with love. Standing in your power with red energy. Root chakra. So you might need to get more grounded before you make a decision. This could have to do with your stability and maybe making a career change or career choice. I'm getting confidence issues. Abundance. So yes, this very well could be making the next step as far as a job or a movement. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I just love that, and that's so pretty. You really look at it for a while, it starts to move. Getting like a dance or a ballroom. Like, who are you going to bring to the holiday party? Indecision, going in circles. Finding out what your true purpose and your passion is. For Aries, please. Adversity. What's going to help me get through this block? I need to make some connections. I need to make some calls. I accept the challenges, or that challenges are the best way to learn. So you might be up against the odds this month. So it feels like sacrificial almost, like you might have to make a decision to go away from something in order to go towards something else. Let's see. All right, let's go with the Badass BH deck, the Bab deck. What messages are going to help Aries this month for December? What do they need to hear? Maybe for confirmation. You might have had a loss of a job at this point, or you're not sure, you're running out of time. But there's a lot of opportunities out there. I think that maybe you just haven't tapped into the right source, the right platform, in order to take advantage of what's out there. Sorry. I feel like you can't really see me. So we got Spa Alert. Spa Alert. My fellow Ravens know what this means, but this means that there's going to be a call. There's going to be a situation where somebody might show up. You might need to look your best. It doesn't necessarily have to be love, but it can be, that interview call. They might need you to come down for an face-to-face interview. They might, let's see, all the possibilities. Yes. So there's a lot of things that this could be. A lot of green energy. I'm getting finances and heart chakra, but more finances on this one, like luck. Like you have the luck to get through this. It's like set yourself up for success at this point. Whatever you currently could be focusing on might not be what you need to be focusing on at this time. So with all the possibilities, and it's a no for me, dog, I would definitely say re-examine where your focus is. You could be very overwhelmed and then just kind of shut down altogether. So again, we have Spa Alert. We have all the possibilities. It's kind of like starting from the ground, and then it's a no from me, dog. Like not going back to the same situation, not letting them treat you, not going back to a situation that was toxic, maybe at work. Realizing I'm better off by myself. Just don't forget how far you've come. Everything that you've done to this point, you have survived. Everything that you've gone through. All right, let's get into the tarot. The tarot. All right, so this is where you came from. This is where you're going. This is what's difficult for you. This is what makes sense. This is the ultimate goal or the ultimate outcome. For Aries, please, Spirit. Thank you. For the Aries people. I have Aries in my chart. 0 to 3. Pisces, Aries. Fire. Very good at starting things. I'm seeing a resume, so I think this does have to do with putting yourself out there for a new job opportunity, maybe having to start from the ground up. And if you have to, like if you're at a point where you're just dissatisfied, you know, it doesn't have to be so scary to start a new company. You can just have to start from the ground as far as entry level. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle and then pull after cutting the deck, and then we'll pull clarifiers for each card. So I'm going to be pulling 5 cards, please, Spirit. Oof, Tower wanted to show. So there might be something that gets in the way unexpectedly. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Death in Reverse. So something that is being resisted at this point. Something that needs to be closed out. Maybe an old pattern, an old cycle. There's a resisting energy to transformation, right? Or you wanting a situation to change, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. So we have the Magician in Reverse, the Magician in Reverse. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups, and Justice. I just heard, it will all work out. Clyde! Dogs are acting crazy. It's probably a dog outside. Clyde! Clyde! Yeah, it's always Clyde. Bonnie's the grumbler. You'll see my dogs at some point. Okay. Alright, so don't let your relationship affect your job or bleed into everything else that you have going on in your life. You are more than a boyfriend or girlfriend. You are more than a wife or a husband. You're more than a mom. You're more than all that stuff. So that way, if anything disrupts that, it doesn't bleed into the rest of your life. I don't know if I need to tell you that. All right, so we're clarifying the spread for Aries, please. All right. For the Magician in Reverse. If you are relying on somebody as far as getting you a job or getting you into something, I would probably, and getting that they're not very good at following up with you. They're not very dependable, or this might fall through. So it might be good to seek out other routes. They're not emotionally invested in this situation. It's like they might say that they want to help you or say that they want to be there for you. But really, it's like they don't have the capacity at this point. They might drop the ball, okay? Or there just wasn't enough connection, deeper connection as far as emotional deep connection. Or there was a manipulation here and somebody's like, not doing it. 2 of Cups in Reverse, please. This might even be a love reading, so we'll go into that at the end. But you have a whole separate reading just focusing on love and partnership. So, all right, 2 of Cups in Reverse. We have 8 of Pentacles in Reverse. Somebody gave up. Somebody doesn't want to work on this anymore. Somebody didn't work. It was probably imbalanced. We have Earth energy here. Could be dealing with an Earth sign. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the feminine. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So you might get an offer, but it might be so slow that you don't really feel it anymore, you know? It's like a page to a queen. All right, 10 of Swords, please. could be somebody in your energy that is bringing in an idea that you're just not for. You just don't want to do this. All right, Ten of Swords in reverse is the Ace of Swords in reverse. The truth is not coming out. There's a backstab. There's a painful ending with this here, this Ten of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, with the After Tarot, it's kind of like you couldn't... Someone didn't see this coming. This wasn't the way it was supposed to be, but the block of communication is kind of making it feel even more painful. Or the lack of truth in the situation. What's this Ace of Swords in reverse? What's this Ace of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit? Yeah, the Devil in reverse. Okay, so maybe this had to happen in order to avoid a toxic connection, a toxic cycle. I feel like someone here just wasn't ready to get deep. They weren't ready to get deep, so it was kind of manipulative at first. Very shiny, very shiny. Here's this opportunity. You know, I have this idea, but it's not a knight. It's not a king. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She's ready to nurture this. But someone dropped the ball and didn't work hard at it. Or was too much work, and the partnership ended. There's a separation here. The separation, maybe they're working on themselves, whoever you're dealing with. They could be working on themselves. You could be working on yourself. Focusing on your pentacles, or just kind of taking a break and having fun. The Ace of Swords in reverse with the Devil could be dealing with Capricorn. That could be where the truth is, but I think it has to do more with connections and toxicity. Here's this Devil and the Ace of Swords, please. But there's a painful ending here with the Ace of Swords, so it's kind of like a defeat. It feels very defeated. You might get an apology soon. Ooh, we've got mirrored numbers here. I'm going to have to read this again with regards to the spread. What is this Nine of Cups then, Spirit? Very nice. This is what makes sense. Okay. And then we have the Justice card. Ultimate goal. Okay. Okay. All right, so for where you came from, it feels very manipulative. Manipulative and shallow is what I'm getting. Dishonest. Dishonest, you know, making things only work for you, or making it, or somebody in your energy was only in this situation out of convenience. With the Magician in reverse, they have all the tools available to them, and they use them in a way that only is self-serving, or they twist it. They twist it so that it's kind of like, it's just dishonest. And then with the Page of Cups in reverse, someone lied. Someone flat out lied about how they feel. Or they just don't feel that way anymore. And so maybe it got really manipulative. But that's where you were, all right? So where you're going is you're building up your stability while not being in a partnership. So you're trying to cut this off, right? You're trying to cut this tie, this cord. Try not to think about them anymore. Focusing on your money, right? Taking a new idea or a new offer. Maybe flip-flopping, and going with another opportunity that you have. Yeah, you're seeking some sort of stability. So you're heading towards stability. You're taking the idea and you're running with it. And I think that you're cutting things out that won't support this path that you're on, right? And you're just saying, I'm not gonna put any effort into that partnership or even think about the separation. This is what's difficult for you. The Ten of Swords. Difficult for anybody. Hands tied behind your back. Maybe you had to run in with the law. Maybe you had to run in with the law. You have to pay some fines, maybe legal fees. With the swords there, it's kind of like there are two of them. Somebody made a decision that hurt you or felt like a stab in the back. but your hands are also next to 2 swords. So it's kind of like you had a decision as well. So it's kind of like it just didn't work. And then there's no communication. It's like your hands are tied, right? So someone could be waiting on communication, and that could be what's difficult. Also getting over a toxic cycle within yourself or within a partnership. This could be overindulgence, alcohol, drugs, sex, having a dependency. Could be codependency. So having a dependency on these fillers that fill a void. So it's kind of like dealing with a painful ending and choosing to get away from toxic habits. And kind of closing off. Maybe you have a lot going on and you're dealing with it all by in your head. You're not able to communicate about it, or you're keeping it to yourself. Okay, and then we have this is what makes sense. Single, happy, finding your own emotional stability. Okay, not necessarily drinking, but enjoying yourself, enjoying the pleasures of life, being draped in passion, feeling like you have your own. Feeling that's fire for life again, that spice to life. You know, making your home beautiful. Making your home your own sanctuary. Feeling self-confident, feeling self-nurture. But with the 4 of Wands here, it's 11-11 as well. Yeah, kind of just making your home your the place where you thrive, right? So focusing on yourself, beautifying your world, and doing what makes you feel good about yourself and what makes you feel good about your life. It's important. So that could be that's what makes sense for you right now. It's like, well, if I'm not in a relationship, I'm going to damn sure make sure that I can enjoy my own company, that I am emotionally stable, right? Just be careful not to dip into the liquid courage, if you will. Spending a lot of time at home, but being okay with it, right? With the Virgo energy. I see you spending money on clothes, but also being very generous and wanting to make other people's lives beautiful as well. So wanting to share the celebrations, right? But enjoying your wins, you know? So the 9 is a wish fulfillment. It's on the way to the 10 too. So it's like you're at that, you're trying to make sense of your world, trying to make sense of what makes you feel good, what makes you feel good in your environment, and what makes you feel good without feeling like you have to depend on somebody else or depend on a certain outcome. It's like, I'm good where I am, so anything in addition is gonna be great, you know? And then if it's not, you'll know right away. So this is your ultimate goal, is justice. Libra energy. Weighing the scales, making sure. Okay. Another reader I hear it's like approaching justice, approaching the doors of judgment, where your heart gets put in one of these scales to see if it's light as a feather, right? So where is your heart? So it's like having justice within your heart, feeling justified in how you handled things, clearing out the old, the backstabbing, the painful truths, and justifying it within yourself. I'm getting a pen here, so you might be writing a letter or communicating with somebody with the sword, the dagger here, and seeing if the means justified, what is it? The outcome justified the means. Oh. And then we've got the 2 of Pentacles here. So again, getting rid of things that are overwhelming, getting rid of things that you can't focus on. It's like really maintaining your focus on things that matter. Getting out of this party energy, right? Getting out of this drinking too much, gossiping, shallow friendships. So it's like kind of being overwhelmed with that, but it's like the justice will prevail. You know, are you doing the right thing, or are you doing something that makes you feel better? So it's just like a self check-in. Like, is this too much? Is this where I'm tipping over the edge? Where am I losing sight of my 9 of Cups? Anyway, sorry, I'm just going off about that, I guess. All right, let's get you some advice, and then we're actually going to read this. for Aries, please. That came out real fast. Oracle, wait for important information. I'm getting someone sick. Someone's got a cold, so be careful of getting sick. A vaporizer might be important. And then medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. I'm getting an actual mother too. I'm getting a lot of darkness, and you're having to kind of like, without any communication with other people, you're having to really kind of reflect on things that you've learned already before, or the way, or what people have told you before. So Oracle, wait on important information. You might be getting some information from an Oracle or tarot card reader, or somebody who you hold in high value. So to be open and receptive to information, gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The Oracle is the truth seeker. The truth speaker, sorry. An insight bringer of this deck. The ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend. Someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. So angels and ancestors and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at the moment you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. We talked about that. There's an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know exactly what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. It's a beautiful card. So she's scrying into the smoke. She's trusting the messages of the energy in the universe. I'm getting stars, maybe stargazing. Just kind of go out and look at the stars. But trust your inner knowing as well. Honor your inner knowing. If something's telling you to wait, wait. If something's telling you, this doesn't feel right, I'm not ready, then that's your inner knowing. That's your inner truth, and you gotta trust it. Gotta trust yourself. Okay. All right, Aries, thank you so much for coming for your monthly reading. I'll probably be hopping on live for our weekly on Sundays. Next Sunday? Yeah, next Sunday. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your comments, suggestions, whatever down below. Just say hi if you want. And I hope you have a lovely December. Thank you, Aries.